morning to everyone watching this video, or good afternoon, or good evening. It's Andrew from 510 Books. I am here in my second bookstore, putting together some, or preparing some items that I sold. Sold 5 items on eBay over the last 24 hours. I sold a loose DVD lot and 2 books and 2 CDs. Reason why I want to mention this is I did a buy it now for the loose DVDs and made more money that way. So from here on out, I'm going to do the buy it now option and play with the prices. So this is 750 loose DVDs, movies, not TV shows, no kids in here, all DVDs, all movies, and it sold for $99.99 plus shipping. So really great sale. After everything is said and done, it was $78 of profit. And these all came from the second Gaylord of mixed media. So that was a really nice sale. Yeah, going forward, I'm going to do buy it nows, and I'm fine with that price for that many DVDs. It's a great way to make back your money on bulk buys. The only 2 worth mentioning here, those CDs didn't sell for much, but they sold. That's fine. This one here I got as a donation back in August of last year. It's called Plane Facts. Get it? For airplane and engine mechanics. Sold for $19.24 plus shipping. It's that kind of very specific niche book that I recommend looking up. Not a bunch of money, but still $20 sale. That's nice. This one is Andrew Young and Easy Bird and the Civil Rights Movement and the Transformation of America. So the reason why this one sold for, how much did this one sell for? For $33.99 is because it is signed by him, which makes it more valuable. And this one was out in the shelf, on one of the shelves of my second bookstore, just sitting there collecting dust. So I sold it on eBay for 33 bucks. Yeah. Yeah, books sell, especially first editions, first printings, first impressions, even third and fourth impressions, printings, and especially signed copies. And old books about planes, for airplane and engine mechanics. The more specific, the better. I'm talking about my eBay sales to only 9 boxes left. So this is what I got down to today, Thursday. It was kind of, there was like long slow periods at the store today. And then at the end I had some people show up and I had a couple more people come. So it was slow overall, but enabled me to get through a lot of the boxes of books. So now I'm down to just the last level here, 9 boxes. We'll see what's in there. But I want to share with you what I found. But basically, this person had really good books, in the sense of books that are still read. You know, these aren't books from 2020, 2023. I mean, these are mostly books from 10, 12, 15 years ago. And there's still many of them that are being purchased regularly on Amazon. So that's been a good thing. It's been a positive thing, but also like it also means so the positive thing is, of course, I get to put a lot of quality books in both of my bookstores. But then it just means that it takes a lot longer to go through the books. So I would have been able to go through more boxes of books if the quality wasn't as high. So, you know, however you want to look at it, right? But I look at it as bam. Those 2 stacks are going to my second bookstore. These 2 stacks, plus that tiny one that I've started, are staying here in my book and media store, physical media store. So that's crazy. There's just lots of really good titles. And I don't know if I can pull them out, but you can kind of get an idea just by looking. There's probably mostly nonfiction, but there's a good amount of fiction in here, enough quality fiction to definitely make it, make it worth it. But there's just a lot here. I can open this one up. Oh, make sure it doesn't fall. You can see different types of, by the way, this book is from like 1870 or something like that. It's falling apart already, but I'll put it in the store. The Bell Curve, I don't know if you remember that. I think that's from the 90s. Sandy Koufax book. So just a lot of cool stuff that that people are probably going to be into. I also found these 3 books that are going to go on Amazon. Although all the good books I put on Amazon the last few days have not sold, so that just shows you Amazon sucks, and it's all about who has the lowest price. That's all that matters, and that shouldn't be the only thing that matters. But anyway, that's just me ranting. This one I'm gonna list for $44 and change, at least when I initially list it. I'm sure the price will go down. Brain Disabling, Bitter Much? Treatments in Psychiatry, 2nd edition. Yeah, that one. This one here is The Mad Farmer Poems by Wendell Berry. Apparently this one is worth money. List that one for $31 on Amazon. Again, these are all merchant fulfilled. The Pleasure of Finding Out. I'll list this one for $42. Richard Feynman, hardcover. So those 3, and then all of these over here are going to end up being listed on eBay. Those are the ones that I pulled for eBay. There's some old stuff here. Jameson's Story of the Rear Column. I think this is from, has maps in it, like the 1800s as well. There he is. I think this one didn't have a date, but I'm pretty sure it's from the 1800s. Got lots of cool illustrations. In the back, there are maps that you can, hold on. There are maps that you can pull out. Back here. I don't want to pull them out right now, but there are maps, I swear. So vintage maps, vintage illustrations. This one, Niagara and the Famous Cataracts of the World. This is another older one. List it for $50. This one I guess doesn't, oh, it has a few. There's an illustration. There's a few more illustrations. Someone wrote across the title. It's hard to do this with one hand, I gotta say. Right there. 1883. Yeah, really old book. And there was one, that had like a note on a personalized inscription that was like from 18 something, talking about for so-and-so's 40th birthday. It's crazy to see that. This one, Beyond Khyber Pass. I'll list this one for $70. So some potential stuff in here. These are all long tails, guys. These aren't going to sell fast. This was really cool find. Gone with the Wind, 1st edition, Margaret Mitchell. However, it's not a first printing, so I will list it for $50. See what it ends up going for, taking offers. You can see here that it's interesting. I've never seen one like this. Hold on. So number 1, it's 1936, right? Gone with the Wind. That's when it originally was published. Here, though, it says set up and electrotyped, published June 1936. So that would be the first edition. I'm sorry, the first printing. And then it says reprinted June. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, June and July 3 times, and then August twice. So I don't know if that makes this, if you add those up, that makes this the like 5th or 6th edition. I'm sorry, printing. But nonetheless, it's an early printing of Gone with the Wind, which is really cool. So that was a fun find. This one I'm going to list for $40. Thurso's Landing, which I've never heard of, and Other Poems by Robinson Jeffers. I think this one's not as old. Let me see. This is 1932. So that's pretty old. The Selected Poetry of Robinson Jeffers. List that one for $35. And then this one, Selected Stories of Lou, I don't know how you pronounce that, H-S-U-N. Is it Soon? So those are all the ones that I found for eBay, so that's really great. But overall, just a ton of books. You know, that, like I said, you balance, right? Like course, I want to get through the new inventory quickly, but at the same time, it's a good thing that there's such good stuff. It just means that I'll have lots of book back stock. It just presents the challenge here in this location of storage because I'm definitely, limited in my storage and what I can do here. But that's fine. That's totally fine. And I can see that this is a person that was well read, had lots of interests, and was reading stuff that was popular and is still popular these days. So you never know what you're going to get in a donation, but this has been a really good one, that's for sure. So tomorrow I will definitely finish off those books, those boxes of books, and only have 2 pallets to move around, which is great. I'm also keeping a lot of boxes just in case I need them, banker's boxes. And I'm not quite sure. Oh, no, that's right. Once I'm done going through all of those, I am going to photograph everything I need to list. Oh, that's right. There was something else to share. And then I'll start listing tomorrow. Today I listed a bunch of stuff. Yesterday and today, my eBay sales have been coming in nicely. And the other thing too down here is this is Childcraft from, what was the date? I don't remember what the date was. 1949. There's 14 volumes. These are the final 2 volumes, 13 and 14. And then these are the other 12 volumes. So if you come across Childcraft from 1949, I think there's one from 1947 as well. And if it's complete, you can sell it for decent money. I'm going to list mine for $70. It's not bad. On these kind of sets, I wish I could get way more, but I just got to get what I can get for them. That's still nice. But that was a good find, and it's complete. It was dusty. The books were dusty. They clearly had been sitting probably out somewhere. I don't think they were in these boxes because these boxes look newer. So they were sitting somewhere and they collected a lot of dust, so I had to clean them off. But anyway, that was a good find. That'll definitely sell. I'll price it to sell. Kind of the range is like around 70. There's some that were under, there's some that were more. Probably depends on the condition, that kind of thing. So that was another good find. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.